mentions dancing on my wall. Diss me and I don't see your response. Focus on the commas, not the call. I deposit, I do not withdraw.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Come on, hey! Let's go!
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
79 Broncos. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
On second down, it's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Come on.
Falcons first and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at the 20.
Drill, 52, 43 rail. Check, huh?
Here's the 8th overall pick from Texas. It's Bijan Robinson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now this throw caught left side. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 58 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Ritter to throw it. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Ritter going to change it up. On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Award that tackle for loss to the linebacker, Denzel Perryman.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Working from the gun, Ritter. That's complete, right around the 8. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Ready.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Seal, black. Ready.
Ritter. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's Ritter. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Texans will take over possession here up at the 44. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
27 yards there, a 1st down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did, and they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They need 2. Here's third down.
That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Ritter now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Red, yellow.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. This ball down the field for Pitts. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
A Ritter's throw taken in by Miller. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Opening carry of the game for Cordell Patterson. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Stopped in his tracks by Chase Winovich.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Back to throw, Ritter. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now we're first and 10 at the 11. Back to the ground now. Patterson. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready?
Ritter will set up to throw it. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7.
Let's go now.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go again to Jones. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
70 Rangers.
On third down, here's Jones. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think
they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Mike Hughes came crashing in that time, got the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Houston. Aaron Jones, 46 yards. And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Falcons 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Okay, ready?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On second down, Ritter. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. Ritter back to throw. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ready.
Quick throw complete. And he's got a star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
The second down throw now from Stroud. This one swung out here to Jones. And some room to work. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First down, Texans.
Viking 18. Smash.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
18, Pioneer. Dragon 60.
Stroud to the air on first and 10. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Down inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Cowboy 80.
Jones is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Okay, ready?
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Let's go.
They'll try again with Jones. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Aaron Jones with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here we go, Zach.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. He's got Patterson on the out route. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
You, yellow.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Second down throw coming for Ritter. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Seal, black. Ready?
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Ready?
On first down, Ritter. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquill Griffin with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Falcons 14.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ritter on 1st and 10. That's out wide here for Robinson. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ritter from the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Denzel Berryman. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to settle him up.
On the ball. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Here's Jones again on second down. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going
18
backwards.
Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready.
The Atlanta
ready.
offense out there for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Ritter. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. An inside give to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Texans take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And this will not be a good return. He's out of bounds at the 12.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Ready?
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Trail, yellow. Hut, hut.
Ritter to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Striker, 3-3. Ready?
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready?
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. What a catch by London. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. First down, here's Ritter. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they won't eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back to throw, Ritter. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Scotty Miller, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to claw one back. Koo able to connect on the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 135 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Stroud looking to change the play. On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. He's got a first and maybe more. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, 55 yards. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Ritter now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now. And touchdown!
Cordell Patterson, 39 yards. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Crew, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 34. 144 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Third and 1, Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A.T. Perry, 34 yards. And the Texans add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter throws right back to London, complete again. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Drill green. Hustle, hustle.
Here's Ritter. This is Smith with the ground. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Another throw coming up here for Ritter. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. Touchdown Falcons. Cordero Patterson with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Falcons are able to at least get one score back. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
Blue striker.
Ritter will throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Ready, right?
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them. trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Go.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 173 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Hey, check that. Street. Trap 60.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Unlock line. Ready.
A give to Jones. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. This 2nd and 4. They run with the former Buffalo Bill, Devin Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
7 Pirates.
A man coming off a great rookie year, it's Dameon Pierce. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And they take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire.